Picture this. There's an alternate version of yourself residing in a parallel universe, watching each decision you make and every direction you choose. What if this alternate self, living in another timeline, is attempting to reach out and send you signals? Although the concept of parallel universes might seem like something out of a sci-fi film, quantum physics suggests that the reality we experience is merely one among countless possibilities. Every choice you make and every thought that enters your mind can potentially align you with one of countless alternate realities. In each of these realities, there exists a version of you, some leading extraordinary lives, others encountering unknown challenges. But all of these versions share a profound, unseen connection with you. Imagine if you could consciously tap into these alternate versions of yourself. What insights might they offer? What wisdom could they impart? Recognizing the existence of these parallel realities isn't merely an intriguing idea. It's a path to self-awareness and spiritual growth. As you begin to explore this connection, new perspectives on your life, decisions, and potential emerge. Engaging with parallel versions of yourself can be a powerful tool for personal development. It's akin to accessing the collective wisdom of a version of you that may have already navigated the challenges you're facing now, or learning from a self that exists in complete harmony with the universe, embodying an elevated expression of your potential. Each version has something valuable to offer, a perspective, a lesson, or even guidance. By energetically aligning with these versions, you not only transform your own reality, but also awaken to a realm of limitless possibilities. Today, you'll learn to recognize the signs that your parallel version might be sending and how to communicate with it. We will embark on a profound and transformative journey where understanding parallel realities can unlock a more conscious and abundant life aligned with your true purpose. The concept of parallel realities is fascinating from a spiritual standpoint, suggesting that the universe comprises infinite coexisting dimensions. Each dimension contains different versions of ourselves living lives that reflect the endless possibilities our choices, thoughts, and energies can manifest. Spiritually, it is believed these multiple realities are created through universal consciousness, where each thought and intention sprouts a new branch in the universe, forming a new reality where another version of us experiences a different story. In some realities, we might be living our desired life, while in others we face various challenges, all shaped by the vibrations and choices we emit at different moments in our existence. Quantum physics, in contrast, provides an alternative perspective, proposing that the universe functions within a realm of limitless possibilities. The idea of quantum superposition suggests that subatomic particles, and by extension, reality itself, can exist in multiple states at once. This means that at a fundamental level, all potential realities coexist simultaneously, and our consciousness, through its choices and energies, collapses these possibilities into a single experienced reality. Thus, the notion of multiple versions of ourselves existing in different realities is not merely an esoteric theory, but rather an idea resonating within both spiritual and scientific domains. Each version represents a facet of our infinite potential, living out realities that, while separated by thin frequency barriers, are profoundly interconnected by the consciousness that creates them. These versions of us in distinct realities aren't isolated. Instead, they might be continually attempting to communicate with us, sending signs and messages to guide our decisions and path. But how do we recognize these signs? How can we tell if a version of ourselves from another reality is reaching out? Let's delve into the most common indicators of this connection. Have you ever felt that something at a particular moment seems oddly familiar, as if you've experienced it before? This sensation, known as déjà vu, could be more than just a mental trick. Often, déjà vu indicates that you are attuned to a parallel version of yourself. It's as though the barriers between realities briefly dissolve, allowing you to glimpse and experience what another version of you has already lived. Beyond this feeling are synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfectly aligned to be mere accidents, which can clearly signal that a parallel version is attempting to communicate with you. When you repeatedly encounter specific numbers, symbols, or events, it may suggest that something greater is at play. These synchronicities serve as reminders that parallel realities are linked in ways we often don't consciously perceive. It's as if your counterpart in another reality is guiding your steps through these coincidences as a form of communication. Imagine you're contemplating a career change and suddenly begin to notice the same symbol, maybe a logo or a specific word, appearing in various places like advertisements, social media, or even casual conversations. This repeated occurrence might be a way for another version of yourself, in a reality where the change has already happened, to guide you in a certain direction. It's an invitation to pay attention to these signs and think about what they might be trying to convey. Dreams are another medium of this communication. While they serve as portals to our subconscious, they can also offer glimpses into other realities. Particularly vivid dreams that feel real and leave a lasting impression might be manifestations of experiences lived by parallel versions of yourself. When you dream about a life that seems different yet oddly familiar, or meet people you don't know in your waking life, you could be accessing memories or experiences from another version of yourself. Lucid dreaming, where you become aware that you're dreaming and can even control the dream, is another powerful indicator. During lucid dreams, you have the opportunity to consciously connect with other realities and explore alternative versions of yourself. The key is to focus on the details within these dreams, the locations, the people, the emotions, as they may contain significant messages that could guide your decisions or highlight areas in your life needing attention. For instance, if you frequently dream about living in a way you desire but haven't yet achieved, it might suggest that this reality exists in another dimension and is attainable. Interpreting such dreams requires introspection and often meditation upon waking to capture the essence of what was experienced. Another sign is when you feel out of place, as if your current reality doesn't quite fit. This sensation, often described as feeling out of time or place, might indicate that you're briefly attuned to a parallel version of yourself. This disconnection from the present can happen suddenly, making you feel as though you don't fully recognize your surroundings, or have the impression that you should be somewhere else. Although these experiences can be unsettling, they also suggest that realities are overlapping and your consciousness is adjusting to these different frequencies. For instance, you might find yourself in a familiar setting but suddenly sense that something is amiss, as if experiencing a glitch between different realities. This sensation could be a subtle nudge from a parallel version of yourself, prompting you to reflect on your current situation and consider where you might be if you'd chosen another path or made a different decision. Intuition serves as another unmistakable indicator. We've all had those moments of intuition, an inner voice guiding us towards something without any logical explanation. But what if these powerful intuitions are actually communications from an alternate version of yourself, steering you toward the right direction? These intuitive feelings can manifest as an overwhelming urge to act, even when the reason isn't entirely clear. It's as if a part of you in another reality, where the decision is already made, is sending you signals on how to proceed. Moreover, sudden shifts in behavior, where you start acting differently without a clear reason, might suggest that a parallel version of yourself has influenced your current reality. You may find yourself adopting new habits, interests, or changes in your daily routine without fully grasping their origin. This could indicate a deeper connection with an alternate version of you that has already embraced these behaviors and is now projecting this energy into your present life. Once you recognize signs of communication between your parallel selves, the next logical step is learning to align your energy for clearer and stronger connections. Vibrational attunement is a practice that can be developed daily, helping us draw closer to these alternative versions and integrate their lessons into our current lives. Everything in the universe consists of energy vibrating at various frequencies. Every thought, emotion, and action emits a specific vibration resonating with certain realities. When we discuss parallel realities, we refer to distinct vibrational states existing simultaneously. The version of you living a life filled with abundance and inner peace vibrates at a higher frequency that attracts such experiences. To align with this version, it's crucial to understand that vibrational frequency isn't static. It can be elevated or diminished based on the quality of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. To elevate your vibration, fundamental techniques include embracing gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. By nurturing these emotions, you enhance your frequency and move closer to versions of yourself that exist in more harmonious states. For instance, practicing gratitude daily aligns your energy with a reality where abundance naturally flows into your life. This straightforward yet impactful practice can transform how you perceive your current reality, drawing you nearer to a state of completeness. However, raising your vibration is an ongoing journey, and maintaining consistency is crucial for staying in tune with your parallel selves. Thus, integrating daily routines that support a high frequency is essential. These routines might involve meditation, exercise, mindful eating, and consciously selecting words and thoughts throughout the day. Meditation not only soothes the mind, but also clears away negative frequencies that may obstruct your connection with higher versions of yourself. Similarly, consuming a diet rich in natural and nutritious foods enhances physical and mental well-being, fostering a clearer and more receptive energy field. The intention behind these practices holds significant importance as well. Merely following a routine mechanically isn't sufficient. It's vital to consciously aim to align your energy with the version of yourself you wish to manifest. Each habit you cultivate should be viewed as a step toward this desired reality. a bridge connecting your present self with your highest potential. In this journey, meditation emerges as a powerful tool because it allows access to altered states of consciousness, where the boundaries between different realities become less distinct. If peace and harmony are what you seek to manifest in your life, during meditation, envision yourself in a tranquil setting, feeling serene and at ease. Fully immerse yourself in this sensation as if you are already living this reality. Over time, this practice will synchronize your vibration with this version of yourself, making this experience more prominent in your everyday life. However, none of these practices will reach their full potential without deep awareness and mindfulness. It's crucial to consciously observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to ensure they resonate with the frequency you aspire to project. Being self-aware helps you recognize negative patterns that might be trapping you in an unwanted reality, making self-observation crucial. To boost your self-awareness, dedicate a few minutes each day to reflect on your emotions and the thoughts occupying your mind. Consider whether these thoughts and feelings align with the version of yourself you wish to become. If they don't, consciously replace negative patterns with positive ones. This alignment in your energy allows you to notice signs and messages that feel both familiar and mysterious. However, understanding these messages requires a blend of self-awareness, intuition, and practice. When confronted with signs from alternate versions of yourself, your initial reaction might be doubt or confusion. As previously mentioned, these signs can appear as recurring dreams, persistent déjà vu, synchronistic events defying logic, or sudden intuitions. The key to deciphering these signs is through conscious observation and trusting your intuition. Start by recognizing and validating these experiences rather than dismissing them as mere coincidences or odd dreams. Document these occurrences, reflect on them, and watch for emerging patterns over time. For instance, if you frequently dream about a specific place or person, it could signify that another version of you is guiding you toward a similar experience in your current life. Meditation can also serve as a tool to delve deeper into these signs. During meditation, concentrate on the sign or message you've received and let your intuition lead you to its meaning. Intuition is vital in interpreting these signs. While the message might not immediately make sense, it can provide valuable insights into its true significance. Trust your inner voice and the accompanying feelings during these experiences. If something feels right or deeply resonates with you, you're likely on the correct path to understanding that message. Once you've interpreted the received signs, integrate the lessons learned into your daily life. This integration doesn't have to happen all at once. It can unfold gradually as you become more attuned to the changes that are necessary. Embracing these messages from your parallel self involves being receptive to new ways of acting, thinking, and feeling. If a parallel version of yourself is guiding you toward a particular direction, think about how you can incorporate that guidance into your current situation. For instance, if you have a strong instinct to switch careers, even if it seems daunting, this might be the motivation you need to align your life with your higher purpose. Another practical example could be a persistent urge to explore a new hobby or skill. This feeling might be a signal from a version of you that has already mastered this skill and is experiencing significant joy and fulfillment from it. By following this guidance, you not only enhance your abilities, but also deepen your connection with that parallel version of yourself. The significance of integrating these messages lies in their potential to create a more authentic and aligned life. Every small adjustment you make and every decision informed by these insights brings you closer to the ideal version of yourself that exists in another reality. The journey of aligning with your parallel selves and applying their messages in daily life can be viewed as a path of personal and spiritual development. Each new insight, each behavioral shift, and each decision rooted in these messages propels you toward a higher version of yourself. This alignment not only accelerates your growth, but also broadens your consciousness beyond what you previously thought possible. You begin to understand that your current reality is just one among many, and that you have the power to choose which one you'd like to inhabit based on the frequencies you emit and the choices you make. With every step forward, new opportunities emerge, unveiling more layers of your true essence. Aligning with your parallel versions not only leads you toward a more fulfilling life, but also connects you more deeply with the universe's unity, where all versions of yourself coexist harmoniously. Through this integration, you're not merely shaping your reality. You're evolving as a being, opening yourself up to endless possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Therefore, every message received, every sign interpreted, and every decision made becomes a catalyst for a life that genuinely reflects who you are across all dimensions. I appreciate you joining me on this journey. If you found this video meaningful, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Feel free to share the video so others can also gain from its message. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thank you once more for watching and being with me. Take care, and see you soon.